Gareth Pearson, alias the Welsh Tornado. Oh, I might play a little with you on this one.
Nice.
Let's see what happens. First time we ended together.
That was amazing.
How about that?
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's so cool to see you here. I remember meeting you in, was it 2014?
Yeah, we did the festival then. We actually met, I think, for the first time at CAS.
At CAS, before that,
CAS.
yes.
Yeah, when I was young, enthusiastic, and coming up to you asking for signatures.
16, 17, something like that.
Yeah.
You were one of the young thumbs back then.
Back then.
And blossomed.
Yeah. Before there was even young thumbs.
Yes, right. Yeah, one of the first.
Yeah.
So I haven't told you this, but we have some CDs that we have in rotation during dinner, and several of them we bought when we were at the Lynn Guitar Festival. That was back in 2014 when we saw you there. And you know, when we're sitting there eating dinner, one of us says, "Oh, that's cool. Who is that?" It's always you. We always go look it up. It's Gareth Pearson. You
Amazing.
know, yes. So your name comes up a lot in our household. It's again kind of a running joke now that, you know, whenever we're listening, "Oh, who is that?" It's always you.
I've graduated from performance artist to dinner music.
Dinner music. Well, you know, the dinner music, that's really cool.
Yeah, amazing.
So that's.
Well, I'm honoured. I'm flattered as well.
Well, play a solo tune for us.
Sure. Yeah, this is a banjo tune that I wrote on the guitar, and I wrote this when I was 17. I was listening to a lot of just like crazy banjo music and trying to do something incorporating those like Jerry Reed style rolls. So this is called Adrenaline Rush.
Yes. I see where the term Welsh tornado came from.
Oh, I appreciate it. I'm struggling on that one little lick there. There's a guitar player called J.P. Cormier from Canada, incredible guitar player based in Halifax, and he decided to do a recording of this on his latest album, and he kind of changed some of the moves up on there. And it sounded better than my actual the way I did it. So I'm trying to relearn how he did it now. So it's funny, I'm learning my song from someone else now.
Well, that reminds me of what Chet Atkins did, that song "Happy Again," because he had taught it to John Knowles when he was still kind of working it out. And John Knowles played it at a festival in Europe where Tom Bresch happened to be.
Yeah.
Tom Bresch learned it from John. And then went back and played it for Chet, and Chet had kind of forgotten it in the meantime,
Okay.
And so Bresch had worked out this great arrangement, and Chet goes like, "Where'd you learn that tune?" And Tom Bresch said, "I wrote it." And Chet was flabbergasted. "Oh, you did not write that tune." And then he started laughing, and then he went and learned it back from Tom Bresch. So that the whole thing kind of did a circle the same way that you did. Do you play that one?
Yeah, do you want to give it a go?
Let me see. I learned it from Bresch, so I play a little different version. But we'll see what happens. Yeah.
Are we ready?
That was fun to hear you adjusting your phrasing to mine and me adjusting my phrasing to yours. We the first time through, we were just playing entirely different phrasing. You're playing it more like Tommy Emmanuel does.
I'm trying to.
And then
I learned how he played it. I remember hearing him playing it on tour one time, back in the UK, and he played it with the capo on the 2nd fret. And I was just like, oh wow, some of these moves he does. He likes to go now D minor here.
Oh yeah. Right. Yeah, I was hearing
but,
some Tommyisms there in your version.
Yeah,
So
but I think, and I remember Bresh did these kind of.
Yes.
He does cool things like that too.
Yes, I was about to do that, but your phrasing was on the beat and mine was a little after, so I went with yours on that rather than my little Bresh bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So fun. Are you still living in Wales?
I am not living in Wales. No, I was living in Canada for about 5 years, and then I came to the States in January. So I was in Hoboken since January to May, and then I come here, Music City, USA, Nashville.
All right. Well, great to have you here in Nashville. Yeah. So I thought you had just come here for Cass.
No.
Oh, yeah. For the uninitiated,
Yeah.
Cass is the Chet Atkins Appreciation Society Convention. That's what we've all been hanging around. A lot of us got to know each other through this. Yes.
Yeah.
Besides festivals in Wales and such.
Yeah.
Yes. So, well, then I guess we'll have to have you join us for one of these Mexican fajita dinners.
Oh, we'll do it. We'll do it for sure.
Okay. Awesome. Well, play us another tune here.
Yeah, sure. This is Billie Jean, my arrangement of Billie Jean.
Gareth Pearson. We are here at the North American Guitar Store in Nashville, surrounded by all these great instruments. Have you checked some of these out?
They're pretty fancy.
This is a Maximilian guitar. I met Maximilian in Italy when I was playing a festival there. He loaned me one of his instruments. Yeah, great guy and wonderful builder. Maybe I'll try my tune, It Never Gets Easier, on this. It starts in D and then goes to G for the bridge if you want to play along. Oh, this guitar just sings. Boy, sweet, sweet instrument. I used to play steel string all the time. That was my main instrument for years and years. And so now coming back to one, you know, it's just nice to hear that sound again. That was my sound many years ago. And then I started discovering all the, you know, kind of nuances you can get from the nylon strings, all the different tones, and just ended up gravitating towards that over time.
Yeah. When did you make the transition?
Well, it was in college because they didn't have a bluegrass major at this time. Now you can study bluegrass in college. So that was my passion at that time. So I reluctantly went into classical guitar, having not played classical before. And in order to study, I had to get a nylon string guitar. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, I went in kind of kicking and screaming, just because it was the only way to study guitar in college. But then I heard the music of Christopher Parkening and realized all the different kinds of tones you could make, this whole other world. It just kind of opened up there. So,
was it strict, like classical guitar teaching? Or did you have to hold it in a particular way? Or?
Well, not so much. I studied from Leon Burkowski at DePaul University. And the first lesson, I went in there and he said, "You have a terrible tone. Come back when you got a better tone and don't come back before then." One of the first lessons, he told me that. But he did tell me like how to sand my fingernails and how to, coax the tone out. So I practiced, all this way and that way, and I worked it out. And I came back that next week with a better tone. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And that was the best week of practice I had in my entire life. Wow. Just playing that one note, because I discovered tone in that week. Yeah. And so he just kind of pushed me to find things on my own, and that's that's what really worked for me.
Yeah,
You know?
it's interesting when you talk about that. I remember when I first got my steel string guitar, I had a K-Ari guitar, and I spent just hours just not even playing anything, just like pushing down on the string, developing a callus, but trying to understand how to really get
So
tone
you had
there.
a nylon string first?
No, steel string.
Steel string
But
at the beginning.
I was all about trying to get a callus on my fingers and trying to really again, experiment with what sounds I can make just out of like one string.
Oh.
It's really cool.
Yeah. So you had the one string experience
Yes,
too.
yeah.
Yes. Well, this one is nice with the. I bet this would be nice with some of the sailing tunes too. I am recording a lot with a steel string on my next album, so I'm doing this sailing project. I'm calling it Sailing Dreams.
Okay.
And so a lot of the tunes really gravitate towards a steel string guitar. If you find out anything on this too, and you can. I'd like to sail the world again, feel the wind across the waves, and live from day to day, where life is not predictable, wondering what is round the very next day. I'd like to raise the sails again, watching for the whales again, and never have to sail. I wish that I had done the things that I can't do, and I'm too old to play. To breathe again, love again, laugh again, laugh again in real life. I'd like to sail the world again. I'll just play just a little bit of this because I want to hear you play some more, Garrett.
That's lush. What, are you recording that?
I'm going to record that, yes. So,
Yeah.
Got a whole bunch of new tunes, and
Yeah.
all inspired by our sailing trip from Long Island to Maine.
Okay.
And so Brian and I took that trip, and I started writing a whole bunch of tunes in the process,
Yeah.
and gradually putting them down. So that'll be the next project.
Nice.
So what's your next mission? Your next project? What do you have in mind?
So I'm going to be working on some tutorial content, just like all the albums I've done. I'm going to try and like really focus on getting just teaching that to people, because I got content on True Fire. I know you have too.
Yes.
And but I haven't done anything which teaches my own composition. So I'm going to try and really focus on that over the next couple of weeks.
Oh, good.
And then I think I'm going to give another project a go where I just go through all my new arrangements that I've been kind of playing here and there, but I haven't really homed in on them yet. So I'm going to take some time out and do some of them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, your tunes are so pretty, so I think that'll be nice to have some tutorials of them. I bet a lot of people would want to learn them.
Yeah, I've got a couple of people have been like reaching out and all that, so I think it's about time now I just take a leap and put that stuff out there.
Okay, so GarethPearson.com, is that where people find you?
That's where you can find me, yeah.
Okay,
And
good.
on Instagram, Gareth Welsh Tornado, and then there's the Facebook Gareth Pearson band page, I think. So yeah, it's all generic at this point. I think everybody has all that stuff. So.
Oh yeah. Well, play us one more, and then we'll
Sure.
play us out here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what to play now. I'll do a ballad for you guys. This is called The Beauty of Discipline.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh, I'm still tuned down. Oh, I just thought of a tune I'd like to do. Do you remember All Thumbs? Did you ever learn that one?
Oh man.
Marquez Stevens.
Yeah, I remember that, but I never really learned it. I remember there's like a chromatic intro, right?
Yeah, I was. Marquez Stevens came over to the house the other day because I had some students that wanted to learn.
He's based here?
He's based here.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Okay.
And so he came over and he was just delightful and talked about it and how much it had changed over the various translations of it. We were talking about Happy Again and your tune, that it changed as different people played it. And so I play it kind of like this.
I love it.
Well.
Yeah, well, that's on, what record's that on for Chet? Is it Me and My Guitar? Did you record on that?
Perhaps. I learned it in the hallway from Peppino D'Agostino. So,
oh,
yeah,
okay,
so
cool.
I didn't learn it from the record. So it's changed many times.
Yeah. I love it. And what's the tuning on that as well?
Just a drop D.
Drop D?
Yeah. Although this harp guitar is tuned up a whole step.
Okay.
Just to confuse people. Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Lovely.
Well, is there anything else we can play together? Let's see.
Do you know I'll Fly Away?
I could find you on there. How do you play it? So on the side. together now.
Beautiful.
Oh, great fun. Well, let's do this a whole lot more now that you're in town.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me here,
well,
Ariel.
It'll happen again.
Yeah.
Okay, and thank you, North American Guitar, and please keep me from buying an instrument while I'm here. Okay, that's going to be hard, especially with this Maximilian guitar. All right, catch you later.
Bye.
Oh, before I forget, on my website there is a new tab there that says sailing, and so that's how you can stay in touch with what's happening with the sailing project and catch the last episode of the acoustic sailing, so you can catch our adventures there. Yeah. So, and GarethPearson.com. All right. Catch you next week.